Hello and welcome to changing base URL dynamically in Android using Retrofit, the additional changes. In this video, we were just gonna migrate the usage of shared preferences to that store. In that case, in the previous video, we did that already, the changing base URL dynamically. But we used shared preferences, and one of the comments was about to using that store instead, and we can see the benefits of using it here, but it can be used with shared preferences. However, let's see if we're gonna migrate to uh, the data store. The quick walkthrough firstly. As we can see here, we have a shared prefs general interface, which provide us with two functions, the get base URL and the set base URL, and it gets it from the shared preferences source. So what we're gonna do is change that source to data store of preferences. After surely we add the data store preferences library. Okay. And then convert this function, change it to suspend function, and then here we will just call it. And surely because this one is not a coroutine scope, we can just use the run plugin function, and it will run okay, as it's inside the interceptor call back. Okay, so back to um, the the detailed walkthrough. Okay, let's do it one by one. Here we want to migrate, so we will go to the shared prefs general interface, and then use, instead of the shared preferences, we will use the data store. So let's add it. And let's retrieve the value from here. Can use that by let's call it preferences by the get method, and here we will gonna need a preferences key, and since it's string, we will gonna need string preferences key. So instead of that, we would instead use key base URL of string key, string preferences key. Let's use that same name. Okay, and then using it here, key base URL, and then we will use the terminating method first or not. Okay, then or empty as. Okay, and there is an error here because it needs to be suspend to use this one, and we're using first or null because it returns flow, and we want it to return the string. Okay, so we go here and make these functions to become suspend function, and same as here in the implementation. Now the get function works as expected. Now let's save it as well, but using the store.edit. Let's name it settings. Okay, settings. Then use the set function with the same key base URL. Now it should work as expected. And here in the interceptor, we can use the run blocking function. And back here to the set function, as well has an issue because this is not a suspend function. If we go to the interface it implements, we can make it suspend function, which will resolve the issue. And since it's used inside a coroutine scope, it's okay. We don't need to make a run plugin or add a coroutine scope like we did in here. Okay, but there will be still one problem to be solved here. When we use the shared prefs general, okay, its instance come from here, which depends on the shared preference. We need here instead to depend on the data store, but we need to also provide it using Hilt. So we'll make another injection function, and let's say it provide data store preferences. Okay, to provide data store preference, and here let's use the preferences data store factory, which will then need context store preferences data store file. Let's give the name of okay, not that one, let's make another one, data store key file name, and this time this won't be needed, it can be removed. We fully migrated it, and to make sure it works, let's run the app and see if it works or not. Okay, let's see the results. Okay, loading, and it works as expected. So that's how we migrated the shared preferences to data store side Hilt. If you like any other questions or want any other videos, just tell me. Thanks.